And why do you think it is that, for instance, say with a President Obama, that here you have a figure that is elected in a fairly resounding way originally, what does indeed appear to be a tremendous mandate, all sorts of people voting for him who were not logical to have voted for him at that particular moment in time, great sense of national accomplishment around this that was somewhat distinct from him, I think. But that day on the Mall, the day of the inauguration, there was 1 million people out there. And yet, in just like what seemed to be the blink of an eye, this was a president who was in distress and under attack, even sort of before anything had happened. I mean, does that say something about the a schizophrenic quality of the American people? And is that a new thing, if that's the case?
Well, there certainly was. I think you're right. And you've probably thought about this more than I, but there was a sense that America felt good about itself in electing its first African-American president, as I hope someday they'll feel good about themselves electing their first woman president. So that there was a sense in which this was an accomplishment in itself. And maybe it was apart from Obama and how, as you suggest in your question, how they actually felt about this person, although this person did seem to be somebody on whom we could all project a liking during that campaign and a feeling good about ourselves, that we had moved beyond some of our racial prejudices. Probably those prejudices still remain, as we've seen in these last years, and they're going to take a lot more time and energy to still come to the surface and be dealt with. And the election itself didn't do what we might have hoped it would have done in terms of ending that racial divide, as we're seeing so sadly right now. So it's a complicated question, but I think there will be, when history looks back, the fact that the first African American was elected will be a moment in history, no matter what, and a good moment.